This is a good question right here. Bro, why when I turn 20, I feel like my life is slipping away? Yo, trust me, man. It's always the young people, like that objectively young people who are in a rush. It's funny, but it's not funny. Um, it's always the objectively young people that feel like they should be somewhere else. And it's people like me who would love to rewind the tape 8 years. Not without the knowledge I have now. Like take the same knowledge I have now, but put me 8 years earlier. JD, you are fine. You're fine. Relax. Relax. Um, I know the pressure that you're referring to, but realize that that pressure is artificial. That pressure comes from outside sources, external sources. I would I would assume I would jump to conclusions. I would assume that the pressure that you're probably experiencing is most likely coming from social media. It may not be. It may not be. You might just live in the heart of Beverly Hills and see other people, acting different. But most likely, in a lot of cases, especially in regards to this community of people that's probably currently watching me, also including myself, a lot of the pressure that we put on ourselves comes from places that we have no business getting pressure from. We're looking at fake information, edited information, filtered information, wrong information. Looking at social media profiles, Instagram models, Instagram, ninjas running around. I got this car, I lift this much weight in the gym. I got this much money. I'm this successful. Listen to all these songs. I got 10 bags, bro. Got the duffel bag in the corner. You see me? Got that thing in plastic. Got my safe over there overflowing. I got old girl at the crib. And we think, all right, so they're 20, just signed this new contract in the NBA, signed this endorsement. What am I doing at 20? I'm trying to get a job at McDonald's, Wendy's, Taco Bell, going to the mall to apply for jobs now. Might join the military. Let's watch some Isaiah videos. All that pressure that you're putting on yourself, where's that coming from? Think about the fact that you could live another 80 years, 80 at 20 years old. Relax. Relax. You don't need all the answers at 20. You need wisdom at 20. Notice that wisdom and answers aren't the same. Wisdom assumes that you don't have the answers. You don't need all the answers, nor will you have all the answers at 20 years of age. If you still live with your parents, relax. Relax. The only advice I would give to you is seek wisdom. At 20 years old, seek wisdom. People think that you have to be old to be wise. No. There's some dumb old people. Who do you think is falling for all these scams? It's old people. For whatever reason. There's no age requirement for wisdom. You must pursue it though, because it doesn't come naturally. It doesn't come by default. It doesn't come with age. Wisdom is a choice to pursue truth. Truth, objective, absolute, universal truth. Meaning it might contradict your own opinions, but yet it's still true. It might hurt your feelings, but yet it's still true. You should be seeking what is true. 20 years old, relax. Take the pressure off yourself. It's something I had to address with my own therapist. Relax, Ray. You're E5. You've been in 4 years. 4 years. Relax. You should not know the same as a tech sergeant. You should not know the same. Of course, I want to know as much as a tech sergeant knows, but I can't know as much as a tech sergeant knows. It takes 21 years to become 21 years old. Some things just take time. At 20 years old, you should be establishing a foundation of picking a direction. You might not have all the specifics. You might not have all the answers, but simply starting with the fact that I'm not going to make any major mistakes. Start there. That's a great place to start. What is illegal in this world? Become curious. What's illegal? I'm not doing any of those things. At 20 years old, I'm not making any major mistakes. I'm going to be curious about the world. I'm going to study the world. I'm going to study knowledge. I'm going to study wisdom. I'm going to become curious about all the different disciplines and different areas of study and all the different animals and species and kinds. And I'm going to ask some questions, some simple questions, some complex questions. And I'm going to study philosophy and theology and philosophy and cosmology. And I'm going to become curious about the world I live in. No major mistakes, curiosity. At some point, trust me on this. At some point, you're going to go into discovery of yourself. Those two combined, of having a clean bill of health, a clean slate, no criminal history. You should be in the gym, touching weights as a human. Doesn't matter your gender. As a human, you should be in the gym. As a human, you should be studying. You should be curious. As a human, you should be avoiding what's illegal, what's immoral. That's part of your discovery. That's part of your study, is to discover what's immoral, what's unethical, whatever the prefix is. But yeah, relax. This is your time of learning. There's a term called anti-fragility. And it references seeking out experiences that do not hurt you at all. They benefit you. They help you to grow. It's like curling a weight versus hitting yourself in the head with the weight. One of those things are beneficial. Find the experiences that offer you beneficial growth and seek those out. Find a mentor. Probably the best advice I can give anyone 20 years old. Find a mentor. Find someone who's further ahead than you and has wisdom, not just knowledge. Knowledge is just knowing stuff, just knowing facts. Wisdom is application of facts, the avoidance of certain facts. Wisdom. Find someone who has wisdom and learn. Ask questions. By no means is a mentor always free. A lot of times it costs time. It costs money. Sometimes you need access to this person. But find a mentor. Not a guru, not somebody who just, spits random and vague information at you. And, maybe the world is at your footsteps and you just got to try your hardest and be the best you that you can be. And just, that's all true, but it's kind of vague. You need somebody that can give you instructions on, all right, tomorrow you're going to do this. You're going to wake up at this time. You're going to do the following. From this time to this time, you're going to do the following. You need to study this. I'm going to hit you back up and I'm going to ask you a question. You should have an answer to that. It might not be right or wrong, but you need to have an answer to that question. And then you're going to operate off that question. You're going to because instructions, obedience leads to reward. That's the best advice I can give a 20-year-old. Just relax. Relax. You have 80 years ahead of you. You have 80 years ahead of you to discover. Not to make mistakes. I don't know where the concept of, as I go on, I'm just going to make mistakes and learn. No, because some mistakes are fatal. Some mistakes are immediately fatal. Some mistakes get you life in prison. No parole. You're done. Some mistakes, there's no recovery. And it's all downhill from there. You made the one mistake that just ruined everything else. Yes, there's grace and mercy. And, we should all be operating from that place of giving others grace. Saying, I forgive you. You're imperfect. You're human. You tried. You failed. You messed that up. You lied. You deceived. You shouldn't have did that. You hurt someone else. But we should all start from a place of grace and mercy, not cancellation. Because one day it's going to come for you. One day. So yeah, go in pursuit of discovery of what exists in this world. There's a lot to offer. This world has a lot to offer. And at 20 years old, you're at the beginning of the race. Beginning of the race.